So the United States government is continuing to harass and gang stalk me in my home. They had Turnberry Gates Townhome Association enter entrance for the bankruptcy case, a person by the name of Benjamin, because they like to stalk me with names from the Bible. So I sent the FBI an email to tell them to stop instructing Leah Patrice Jones Minutes, the Bahamas Prime Minister's fake wife, in 2448 Gateberry, that they moved specifically next door to bang on the walls all day and night long after I purchased a ticket to the Bahamas, but I couldn't use it because I was dealing with the case. And in the process, my attorneys were quitting being my attorneys around that same time period. Well, now they have her banging nonstop on the walls to my home. And then they had her all last night banging on the walls to my home. And then this morning, after I sent an email, they told her to flicker on and off the lights into the hallways, the uh, the entrance by the door, and then also my office bedroom downstairs. And then she started shutting on and off the power that flickered off the TV, on and off the TV, and then the lights in the room. So that's what they have them doing nonstop all day long. They refuse to leave me alone. They have the DOJ Civil Rights Division. I send them an FOI request. They'll wait like 10 days and then send a response and say, oh, send it to this division. Stuff is kept in different departments. Well, the person that I emailed it to is supposed to send the information to the right departments. So that's what her role is in MRU or NPRU or whatever they have. But what they're doing is they're having her hold the documents and then respond to me in 10 days saying, oh, you need to send it to another location. And as you can hear the sirens, they like to chase me and harass me with sirens every time I leave my home. So that's the United States government for you. And then every time I go to a bank or a post office or anywhere I stop, they dispatch police to come sit outside or next to me or wherever I'm at. So as soon as I pulled in here, they dispatched Chamblee police officer. So that's him right there getting out of this vehicle. That's what the government does to intimidate and gang stalk me. This goes on nonstop, 24/7, everywhere I go. And then when I'm at home, they got them banging nonstop on the walls, flickering the lights on and off, disabling the internet. You name it. They're just out of control. And they're coordinating with the FBI and the DOJ. So when you send them an email, they'll say, oh, well, you got to contact this person. Oh, you got to contact this person. Oh, this is not something that we handle. You need to get in touch with them. This is not something we handle. You need to get in touch with them to be able for us to review it or us to do anything about it. And then when you contact that person, they're over there gang stalking and harassing you. See, as you can see, they're all sitting over here waiting. This is what they do with their time. Harassing people, specifically me. This is all the Chamblee Police Department does. Harass me, issue fraudulent police reports on me, got the neighbors harassing me. And then when I call for the neighbors banging on the wall nonstop, the police refuse to take a police report, and then they'll return the next day or the day after that, swatting my home with over 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 police officers with their cars, and they'll sit outside in front of my residence or in the back banging on the door for over 45 minutes on something that they told the neighbors to do, and the neighbors are cooperating with them doing it. And then while the police officers are outside, they have the neighbors banging on the walls nonstop. So this is what they do. This has been going on for years. When I say years, it's been going on for years, since before 2017. And that's when I purchased over here. So 2019, they turned up. They had the police officers doing pit maneuvers in front of my home, turning on their sirens. The street is not that big, so they're sitting there trying to flip their cars in circles in front of my home. And I knew they were targeting me, because why are you doing that? You had somebody sitting outside twisting and turning my doorknob. You flooded my floors in my home with the neighbors that are military. Then that person was a federal employee. You had people in the military staying at her house, pretending to be her. And then you moved in the Bahamas prime minister, and you got her banging on his wife, fake wife, banging on the walls to my home nonstop 24/7. And then when Defense Counsel had Wells Fargo foreclose on my home, they had Leah Patrice Jones-Menace put her home up for sale the same day to lower the value of my home. That's what they have all the neighbors in the neighborhood doing. So there's over 88 homes in the neighborhood. They have over 50 of them selling their home every 2 to 3 years. United States government refused to stop gang stalking and harassing people.